Hey guys, it's me, Beverly Naya, and you are watching my cover on Accelerate TV. Yeah, last year was a big year. Depends on how you look at it. But yeah, it was a good year for me as far as my career goes and stuff like that. But I think the highlights for me were definitely launching my clothing line. Yeah, that's something that I've wanted to do for like a few years. So the fact that I was able to do it last year was huge, and it was like just a massive moment for me, and yeah, I'm really proud of that. And the fact that we've launched 2 collections now is amazing, because sometimes, you know, after the first collection, it's difficult. If you didn't do well with your first collection, it's difficult to launch another one. So the fact that we've successfully been able to launch another one and that's thriving gives me so much joy and so much pride as well. Another highlight is, yeah, renewing with like literally all the brands that I work with. Yeah, so we're back in bed for another year, and our relationship is just going really well. We're doing really great things, a lot of amazing things in the pipeline. And the fact that they're also partnering with me on a number of my projects that should be coming out this year, that's also a good thing as well. And also signing new stuff that we haven't announced yet, but yeah, kudos to my manager for that. But yeah, good things happening. What else? Did a really good film last year. We've got 2 films, you know, we've got Chief Daddy, but there's another film that I did last year towards the latter part of the year that I'm really excited about, mainly because it was such a challenging role and really rewarding for that reason, because I love deep and compelling characters, and I love characters that just allow me to kind of, you know, remove myself entirely from the process and just become that character. And yeah, that character just allowed me to do that. So those are like some of the things that I'm super, super happy and excited about. And yeah, my biggest and happiest wins of 2021. Yeah. Hmm, 2021. It's interesting because it's really humbling and beautiful when I hear people say to me, like, that I've had such an incredible I had such an incredible 2021, because yes, I know that it was like a winning year for me and stuff like that, but yo, 2021 was an emotional roller coaster, and I think a lot of people can attest to that, you know, because it's fresh out of 2020, and then 2021, the plan that I had was just to hit the ground running and just go for it, conquer this goal, conquer that goal, achieve this, achieve that. But what I found was that I just didn't have the emotional strength, or like it just wasn't there, you know? So everything that I managed to achieve in 2021 was me literally pushing myself, you know, and saying, Beverly, you can do this, I believe in you, and stuff like that. So it wasn't my usual tenacity that I'm used to. Yeah, for the first time, I just didn't have the energy or the strength. So yeah, so did 2021 go the way I expected? Not entirely, but am I proud of all my wins and how my wins have been perceived? Absolutely, you know, and yeah. I think for me, I just spent a lot of time with myself, and allowing myself to kind of understand the motivations for every goal that I'm achieving, and also just not putting too much pressure on myself. And going forward, that's really important to me. Like, I'm all about winning, but I want to be winning for the right reasons, you know, at all times. And I think 2 things. 1, spending time with myself and understanding the motivations for my goals. 1, very important. And 2, just allowing myself to just take a break and just breathe was important to me as well. And that just, without guilt, you know, and that just helped me kind of put things into perspective and, you know, as you said, gracefully win, as opposed to it being all that pressure, you know, feeling like I'm under pressure to kind of like get out there and achieve my goals, and because it's expected of me. I don't want to deal with all those expectations. I just want to win for the right reasons, if that makes sense. For me, like the wrong reasons is just basically feeling like that's basically the value you bring. You know, outside of that, it's like, okay, you know, who is Beverly Naya? Do you understand? Like outside of that, what else do we know about her? I think that's the wrong reason to win. If you feel like you're winning because, you know, like that's what you're known for, then it's not really a strong motivation in my opinion. So for me, it's like, I want to ensure that I'm paying attention to other areas of my life and I'm winning in all areas of my life, whether it's like my personal life, you know, the things that make me happy, outside of work, because I got to a point where it was like, it was only work that was making me happy, and I don't think that's a fun way to live. So yeah, so that's something I wanted to deal with, like a personal thing that I decided to deal with. And yeah, allowing myself to win and enjoy my wins as opposed to looking, because one thing I do, or I have done in the past is, it's like a checklist for me. You win this and it's like, okay, cool, what's next? What's next? What's next? So you never have a moment to truly enjoy your wins, you know, because you're constantly after the next thing. And I think that's why I experienced burnout, because after being on pause for so long in 2020, when the world opened up and I was like, okay, let's get back to work, because I was on pause for so long, I realized I didn't have the strength or the energy. Do you understand? And I felt guilty for that. I felt guilty for that reason, because I was like, I'm so used to like always working, always being on the go, achieving this goal, breaking this barrier, challenging this convention, but I wasn't having any moments to kind of take it all in and enjoy these moments. So yeah, that's something that I learned in my burnout phase. Like I just needed to take time to really enjoy everything I'm doing and have motivations for winning outside of the obvious. I've conquered something. Do you understand? Yeah. I think it's definitely my tenacity, you know, and just the fact that I'm just always willing to kind of go after what I want, and the fact that I'm always going to give my all, my absolute best to whatever I put my mind to. So I think that's definitely, yeah, that's definitely what attracted opportunities to me. Yeah, it's just the willingness to kind of, they know that if they're working with me, they're going to get the best, they're going to get 100% from me, and professionalism as well. And I think just basically the package that comes with that, I think that attracted a lot of really amazing opportunities to me. I would say learn, you know. It's not good enough to just say, I really want to do something. How are you developing your skills? How are you ensuring that when you decide to enter that space, you're adding value? You know, it goes beyond having a passion for something or thinking that you could be good at something. It's deeper than that. Do you have the skills? And if you're not sure you have the skills yet, are you working on those skills so that when the opportunity presents itself, you're ready? You know, so I think that's really important. And yeah, it's also important to kind of ensure that when you are ready or when you're given that opportunity, you exceed expectations, because that's what keeps them coming your way, you know? So a phrase that I really like is, be so good they can't ignore you. Do you get what I mean? Because if you're good enough, if you really put in the work and they feel as though they can't actually do what they need to do without having your input or your involvement, then you're gonna keep getting work. So build that skill. It's not enough to just have the talent. Build the skill and do what's necessary to ensure that when that opportunity does present itself, you're ready and you're prepared. First and foremost, 2022, I know it's going to be an amazing year. Like there's so many exciting things that are happening that I'm just, you know, I'm overwhelmed in a good way, but you know, just super, super duper excited. And how I've prepared is I'm just gonna allow it to happen naturally. Like I'm not gonna put any unnecessary pressure on myself. I'm just gonna allow it to happen naturally, and yeah, and just let the work speak for itself. Yeah, for me, so a successful year is obviously achieving my goals, and also just knowing that everything happens when it's time, you know? And also just enjoying life is success, is what I consider to be success as well. Like, so if there's other things I want to do, like for example, hang out with friends, travel, do this and do that, sleep, you know, without guilt, I consider that to be success as well, like right now, because I think at this point we live in a world where it's like we're put under pressure to feel, we're made to feel as though if we're not winning or we're not achieving something, then we're failures, we're losing. You know, and I think, yeah, I think that's something that I've curbed in 2021. And I feel like success for me is winning and enjoying those moments where I'm just chilling, unapologetically. I think that's what a successful year is, or that's what it should represent. Don't lose sight of why you're doing it. I think that's important. Never lose sight of why you're doing it, and always create those moments for joy, for happiness, for friendships, for whatever gives you joy, basically. Always create moments for all of that. I think that's important. Makes it all worthwhile. So how I stay focused on what truly matters is by slowing down, you know? So in those moments where I'm just like on autopilot and just going without any moment of stopping, and I start to feel drained, that's when I slow down. Do you understand? Because I think ultimately I need to be alive and healthy to keep going. So yeah, I slow down and then I rechannel my energy and I think about what I want, why I'm doing it, how I feel, and I just allow myself to kind of get back to where I want to be, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then I go again. So that's basically how I do that. And also in those moments, like I prioritize other things that make me happy. So yes, my career makes me happy, but my friends make me happy, traveling makes me happy, shopping makes me happy, my mum makes me happy. So all those things become my focus and work takes the back seat. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's basically how I go about it. So I have one that I say all the time. I'm sure some of you have heard it before, but I always say, no one is you and that is your power. And the reason why I say that is because that's the truth. Like every single person on this earth brings something unique, special, powerful, amazing, incredible to this earth that nobody else has or can do. Do you understand? No matter what it is, like we're all unique for a reason, we're all special for a reason. And recognizing that and owning that is truly where our power lies, because no one can do what you can. Do you understand? No matter what it is, like you could have different DOPs, you could have different makeup artists, you could have different actresses, but there's something unique and special about what you bring to this earth that's valuable and needed. So I think it's important for us to be ourselves, understand who we are, live authentically so that we can project the best version of ourselves to this world and add value that nobody else can bring. Hey guys, it's me, Beverly Naya. Thank you so much for watching my cover with Accelerate TV. Make sure you like, subscribe and share. Kiss the Nyla.